Oh, yeah. Woof.
There he is. The Kool-Aid
Oh,
man.
yeah. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. Oh, Brian. So before we get started on today's video, I'm going to pop in a little banner that says, ask to join us live today to want to join us live today and ask a question. Who wants to join us? Who else? Ha! That's what we should have called this video. Who else wants to join us live today? Ask a question. ... Scroll across the bottom. We'll add a ticker. Boom, we're in action. Who else wants to join us live today and ask a question? That's the question, Brian T. Edmondson.
That's right. Nothing like watching you produce the show in real time.
That's the way it should be.
As we're live.
That's right. So, what are we talking about today? Oh, right. Well, we want to talk about sweatshirts and button-ups, blazers and ball caps. We want to talk a little bit about the one thing that pretty much everybody should be doing, and there's literally no excuse on why you shouldn't be doing this to grow your business. Quickest, easiest, fastest way to grow your business and connect with more people on a deeper level and make more money in the process, right? And interestingly, why people aren't doing it, right? So and why we've been resistant to doing it to a certain degree, right? So we're going to be talking about all those things today, but before we get in here, we have a comment already. Bob Sparkins. Hey, Bob. There he is.
Sparkins.
Bob Sparkins.
Bob, great to see you.
How's it going? Straight in from LinkedIn, I see. So, guys, we are answering your email marketing, direct response marketing, copywriting, traffic driving, internet business building questions here for you today. And if you would like to ask a question, we would love to answer it. So number one, if you want to ask a question and you're like feeling on the shy side, we're still willing to help you out. You can just go ahead and type your question in, and the clearer you can ask a question, the better the answer is that we're going to give you. So specific, clear questions, get specific, clear, useful answers. I encourage you to do that. But if you want some publicity, if you want some free publicity right now.
Free publicity for everybody.
Free publicity for everybody. If you want some free publicity for you and your business right now, actually, I think we're on to something here, Brian. Free publicity. So actually, I've never sent out I've never created a mascot before called Publicity. I think she could be cool. I think Publicity is definitely a woman. I bet she's pretty seductive too. Anyway, if you want some free publicity, then or you just want to ask a question. Oh, Bob the teacher. Awesome. Have to jet to a meeting, but I do have a question for you to answer. Awesome, Bob. Please do. So, Bob, it's a bummer that you have to jet to the meeting, but if your meeting doesn't happen and you want to join us, shoot me a private message on LinkedIn, and I will share with you a link where you can come and join us live on stream. But it sounds like you have something to do. So if anyone that is watching us live, and Brian, let's remind me to circle back to this a couple times. So if anybody that's watching us live would like to come on, ask a question, and interact live on video, we would love to have you. And if you have a website or a list that's related, especially if you have an email list that's related to your question, we'll even promote it for you. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and throw Bob's question up. I want to point out that, like, Bob, you're clearly an intelligent guy. You have a photo of yourself. It looks like you're speaking. You called yourself Bob the teacher for a long time, and you asked a intelligent question in one sentence in the comments. And I want to point out that you came in from LinkedIn. And so this is a lesson to everyone. One thing that I have noticed is since we've had the ability to start streaming on LinkedIn, like the interaction with people on LinkedIn is off the charts. It's really good, like really high quality people. And it really encourages me to spend more time on LinkedIn. I feel like we should be doing more with LinkedIn if you're trying to attract existing business owners and people who know what they're doing. Brian, you were like throwing a peace sign in the air for a second.
Yeah, there's two things I want to mention about LinkedIn. One you already mentioned, right, is and not that we don't love all of our Facebook followers and everyone else on all the other platforms. Of course we do. But yeah, I think you do get a higher quality person on LinkedIn. That's one. The other thing I think, Tellman, and we talked about this in the past episode.
I'm going to pause you on this. I'm not going to say higher quality because that's such a loaded term.
It is.
Like, I understand what you're saying, and I've probably used the same term in the past, but I would suggest
you just said we got better quality people.
Okay, fine. I'm guilty, dude. Like, that's what I just said. Like, I'm guilty of this too. Like, people are people, but we're all different. And the reality is that LinkedIn is a social media platform designed specifically to help business professionals network and to help serious professional career-driven people get jobs. Like, that means there are businesses on there and there are career-driven, educated, hopefully, like forward-moving people on LinkedIn looking to connect. So it's just a point of, if you as a business owner are looking for other business owners and career-driven people, LinkedIn is a good place to go. That's kind of the long and short of it. So sorry to cut you off. What was the second thing you were saying though, Brian?
Second thing is, right now at least, everybody's posting on Facebook. Everybody's posting on TikTok. Everybody's posting on Instagram. Relative to all the other platforms, there's a lot less supply. There's a lot less competition. So I think that's one of the reasons why LinkedIn, in addition to what we just talked about, is a great place to put out content, because I think right now, at least relative to other platforms, you're getting better distribution on LinkedIn.
I agree. We've had really, really awesome people commenting, and many people I've known for years, but like they're showing up via LinkedIn a lot. So it's cool, including Bob Sparkins. How are you incorporating collaborations with your social media content other than live sessions like this?
Good question.
Great question. How are you incorporating collaborations with your social media content? Okay, well, first of all, I hate editing. I am not an editor. I have too short of an attention span. I have other things to do. I don't like editing. Personally, I love a beautifully edited video. I don't like taking the time in most cases to edit a video. By the time I finish recording a video, I'm on to something else.
You're done with it. You're ready for what's next.
And in the past, when I've had in-house assistants and or in-house camera people, I've had people recording videos for me, and then they take it off into the editing room and do some editing. The reality is that I've never built a social media platform based on any kind of like high production quality content. Every dime that I've made has been with like a laptop, a webcam, a cell phone, and a plug-in mic. And I guess I'm a little like old school that way because I've never like built a fancy studio or whatever. But I'm also like, I'm a family man. At the moment, I'm a single dad, and like I have all sorts of stuff going around the house and everything else. So I can't I don't, it doesn't make sense for me to have like a full on production studio anyway. But you can hire people to edit, and if you're into editing, you can edit yourself. So if you're really focused on building your social media platform on any platform, whether it be LinkedIn, or you're a blog writer on Medium, or you're building your channel on Clubhouse, or you're building your TikTok, or you're building on YouTube, or you're building on Facebook, or you're building your Facebook group. These are all social media platforms that we consider these traffic sources, both organic, a source of organic traffic, which is content, and paid traffic. And so the long and short of it is collaborations sometimes happen on social media, but most of my collaborations happen on a webinar or a podcast or a live stream. And so if you wish to co-write or co-create a piece of content with anyone or anyone's group of people on any social media platform and then co-promote it, I think that's a great idea. One of the things I love to do is a good old-fashioned webinar summit, right? A virtual summit. And I've been doing them for years. We have one we're working on right now, and it's a way of collaborating, doing a series of webinars. But you could do a series of YouTube videos. You could do a series of Facebook live streams. You could do a series of anything you want to create a virtual summit environment. But so if someone's on a social media platform and they've got some juice, they've got some traction, all that means is they've got one traffic source that's working for them. And hopefully they're smart enough to be focused on building their email list with that traffic source. And so, yeah, I mean, you can collaborate with people all day long, regardless of where you find them. So
one thing I want to add to that, Tellman, is,
yeah.
And I'll just say what I'm going to say. I don't know if you want to add to it or how much you want to tell, but I will say, so right now we are doing these live streams. We're trying to do them daily as much as possible. And we are connecting with other people in ways that we may not have been able to connect with them before, where we've had some people come on to the show. And it's possible that just by talking to people, bringing them onto the show, having them as guests for future projects we're doing down the road, because of that connection we made with them on the show, the live stream, they may be involved with something that we're doing down the road. So I think this is a great way to reach people, connect with them, and that could lead to potential future collaborations as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's endless options. Like, I mean, one way to, I guess, all it comes down to is, are you gonna find collaborative ways to use the social media platform's features that you're using with someone else? That's it. That's all it comes down to, is like, there's a million easy, like, we could start a Facebook group together. Okay. We could do a webinar together. And we could run ads to it, and we could get on video and make the ads, like Brian and I, you and I, we could do a webinar together, and we could do ads that are made from videos like this, like literally this video. We could turn it into an ad, and boom. And so we could co-write a Facebook post together and tag each other in it, or something like that. We could run a contest together. We could obviously start a YouTube channel together, or do collaborative YouTube videos and then like tag each other in the comments or whatever. So yeah, collaboration, I think, Bob, is it really has little to do with the social media platform and more to do with like reaching out and connecting with people who are trying to serve the same audience as you in a hopefully in a collaborative and a complementary way, and not directly competitive, unless you guys can play ball together and have it be cool. I often make the most money with people who have a direct competitive product, So.
By the way, if you're speaking of collaborations, if you're watching live right now and you want to come on with us, send a message or a link in the comments, and we'll bring you live in the show with us right now and have a chat with you.
Yeah. You got any cool questions about marketing you want to ask? You can totally ask them if you've got the gumption. And that is the topic of today's video.
I was going to say, why don't we go to the heading, the easiest way to build an audience in 60 seconds a day? What's that about?
Well, first of all, it's misleading. So here's the deal. I've been I've not been heavily TikTok resistant, but I've been fairly TikTok resistant up until a few months ago. And I ran a Ragnar race, a 200-mile relay race. And I used that opportunity to do a whole crap load of short TikTok videos while I was doing that race to kind of launch my TikTok. And I got a whole crap load of views on my videos, and it was cool. It was an overnight race. And so it gave me like basically a day and a half to do a bunch of different videos where I was like stuck in a van in the White Mountains and had nothing else to do. And so, it was, other than run and then rest. And so I did like 20 videos and it was cool. Then I kind of got distracted and did other things. In the meantime, I keep on talking to people that I highly respect in the marketing world, people like Kurt Molly. I mentioned my friend Jim Katsoulis, the hypnotist. Hopefully he'll be on here soon. We'll interview him, who are crushing it with TikTok and short form video. And so just in the last couple of days, I've started doing more TikToks again. I just shaved my beard off. So we'll see if how that does or doesn't affect the TikTok crowd. But what I've noticed is that with TikTok, you can set a 15, 30, or 60-second timer to do your videos, to pre-record a video. And so what I realized is that for me anyway, 60 seconds is like, it's hard to talk less than 60 seconds for me. I'm sure I'll get there to where I can do a 15-second video or something, but like,
it'd be hard for you to talk less than an hour.
I know it's hard for me to talk less than an hour. And so, the 60-second TikTok video is sweet because it's the length of a short commercial, which means it's the length of an ad. And when you get used to presenting yourself, sharing something cool, and making some kind of a pitch in 60 seconds or less, and you practice doing that every day, what happens is, I'm just realizing this as I said it, but basically it's the old thing that everyone taught for decades in networking, in like BNI or Toastmasters, the elevator pitch, mastering your elevator pitch. That's what happens when you start doing something like TikTok every day. It's not necessarily the same scripted pitch. It's you getting used to connecting with people, introducing yourself, and sharing something of value, and hopefully giving them an action to take. Boom, quick and easy in short form, without a bunch of anxiety, without a bunch of BS. And so what we teach people in our email programs is to live stream every day. And there are all sorts of reasons behind that. TikTok, however, gives you the ability to quickly create, if you want, just headshot videos. There are a lot of different types of videos you can create, again, if you want to do more editing. But if you don't want to do much editing, you can create TikTok videos, headshot videos right from your phone with the captions on them and some either crazy special effects or just some nice looking color filters, and boom, you're ready to go. And the thing that takes the most time about doing this isn't creating the video, it's getting over your procrastination to create the video. And your videos will absolutely get views on TikTok. If you get on TikTok and you start making TikTok videos every day, they will absolutely get views. and that they'll absolutely be usable on all of the other platforms that are also making the shift to short-term or short-form video, like Facebook, like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, right? All are catering to the short attention span theater that is the human race. And my sister says, amen. Amen, Sarah. Amen. I don't know what I don't know which thing you're amening to, but I do appreciate it. It's my sister, Sarah. She's a total butt kicker. She's an amazing real estate agent, realtor, I guess is maybe the appropriate term. She sells super fancy houses in Florida. And she worked in Overcome Everything with a bunch of crossover with Brian. And Sarah was running our customer support team at the time, I believe. And so Sarah and Brian know each other. Sarah, do you want to come on and join us live? Oh, great. Well, then, Sarah, will you join us live right now? We can talk about your TikTok procrastination and your own direct response marketing procrastination. See if we can help you get over it. Oh, no, thank you.
But
negative. Do another time. All right.
One thing I'll say, Tellman, and it's funny because this is I do a lot of coaching with entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the issue, what I've been doing, what I'm guilty of is what I'm constantly advocating the people I coach not to do. And that's to prejudge something that I don't think is going to work without any evidence or data to support that. So for a long time, just like you, Tellman, I've been completely resistant to TikTok. Like, that is ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. It's stupid. All the things you hear. Oh, that's for teenagers. Oh, it's useless. What am I going to do? Dances and stuff. I can't reach a business audience on TikTok. But as I continue to resist it, I see more and more of my peers
crushing it,
getting results. And honestly, something just hit a point where someone who I really admire and respect, I saw is going all in on TikTok and Instagram, doing all the short forms. So actually, Ryan Lee.
Yeah, I thought that because we were just talking about that before. Ryan Lee is awesome. He's a New Englander, direct response marketer, really smart dude.
And he's going all in on it. So here's what I said to myself. I said, you know what? Instead of prejudging it, I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to do it, and the data will speak for itself on whether or not I'm right or I'm wrong. But the idea that I'm just going to prejudge something and just determine it doesn't work for me, doesn't work for my market, doesn't work for my business, without any data or evidence to support that, just what I think, that's not the right way to do business.
Right. And you know what? All of that little background chatter in your mind, all those things that are telling you it's ridiculous and blah, blah, blah. You know what all that is?
My self-excuses or my justification.
Yeah.
My justification.
Avoiding discipline, right? For avoiding hard work. All right. So because you know that if you embrace TikTok, that means you have something new to do every day that you're responsible for. And nobody else in the world is on your shoulders. And like, that's extra work. That's something we all have to do. And if you don't watch out, like, avoiding responsibility is the quickest, easiest, and fastest way to stay poor, right? Like, people who make more money shoulder more responsibility and then live up to it. Like, and that's a muscle you have to grow over time, but it starts with daily discipline and daily action and daily dedication to you, toward your business, and to doing whatever it is that you need to do in order to make things work, right? And so whether that's getting up a little bit earlier in the morning, whether it's scheduling the time aside that you need in your day for working out, for making the important phone calls you need to make, for spending time with loved ones, for doing if you don't take your time seriously and really set it aside, like, who in all aspects of your life, who else is going to do that for you? The answer is nobody. And you're going to constantly feel like you don't have enough time. You're going to constantly feel frazzled, and you'll constantly be pissed off because you're not making the progress you want to make. Go ahead and start making daily TikTok videos, 60 seconds a day. And like, come back in here, come back in the comments and drop a link to your TikTok in the comments. We want to see what you have going on. It'd be great.
Final thing I'll mention, Tellman, and this is probably something for a completely different episode, but something you can probably speak to a lot is I think just things like fear of failure, fear of success when you're embarking or trying something new. Something I hear a lot. Well, what if I put all the time, work, and energy into it and it doesn't do anything?
Yeah.
So what?
So, okay. So, here, so yeah, okay. So what is the question? But there's one big thing that that people are missing. I think not everybody is missing, but a lot of people really are missing, and it's that when it comes to marketing, when it comes to business, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, and when it comes to make more money, there are a lot of skills involved. Okay, doesn't matter how you're doing it. I mean, it obviously matters how you're doing it, but however you're doing it, there are skills involved. And first of all, even if you're amazing at something, if you don't practice it on a regular basis, and if you don't practice getting better at a regular basis, what happens?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
You probably won't be as good as it.
Yeah, you get rusty, right? You get rusty. You get soft. You get sloppy. And so whether you're exercising your mind or your body, your emotional state, or just whatever skills in marketing you're trying to get better at, if you don't practice those things, challenge yourself and focus on getting better on a continual basis, you're going to get worse. And if you never focus on getting better, then you're always going to suck. And if you aren't honing and refining and practicing your copywriting skills, if you're not honing and refining and practicing your traffic driving skills, if you're not honing and refining your sales skills, all these things, you're atrophying. You're getting worse and worse and worse. And so the question is, what if I put all this time, all this effort, and all this energy into blank? Let's call it TikTok because it's trendy today, okay? And it might not be tomorrow. I mean, it's been trendy for a long time. It's going to keep trending for a long time, but it's not going to trend forever. Everything rises, everything falls, right? And so it's not about whether TikTok is your saving grace. It's about whether or not you're getting up every day and doing the push-ups, okay? It's developing the discipline to do the thing or things every day that you can see in front of you right now that will grow your business and move your skill set in the direction you want to go. And dedicating an hour every day or 2 hours every day to engaging in traffic and growth activities for your business is the skill that you're developing when you start live streaming every day. It's the skill that you're developing when you start doing a daily TikTok video. It's the skill that you're developing when you write an email list to your email to your list every day. It's the skill that you're developing when you dedicate yourself to doing a daily podcast. It's the skill that you're developing when you dedicate yourself to writing a really amazing LinkedIn post every day. It's about the discipline around building your business and doing your best with the opportunities that you have available to you right now and that you can see could move you forward. Most people choose procrastination as their default. And that's why you're stuck. So, yeah, we're not saying a daily video on TikTok is the answer to all your problems. We're saying that taking action every day in the direction of your goals is the answer to your problem. And TikTok is a really great way of creating a short form video that you can then repurpose and reuse in a wide variety of ways. And
so what's cool is that Tellman and I have both committed to each other. And I guess I'm going to say this publicly now.
Oh, good. I like that, Brian.
Yeah, that we are going to commit to a daily.
Hold on. Let me help you. Say I am going to commit, not we.
I am going to commit.
If you say we, what happens is if I don't do it, that gives you a good reason.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
So I'm going to commit to a daily practice of doing a short form video on TikTok. And we'll
Wait,
see
wait,
what
wait, wait,
happens.
wait, 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 wait. When you say you're going to commit to a daily practice, does that mean that you are going to commit to doing a TikTok video every day?
Yes, it does. I was going to say
7 days?
I
7
suppose
days?
daily practice could be interpreted as I could meditate on
Yeah, yeah.
doing
I will
video.
try. I will try to do a TikTok video every day. I mean, no, that's a totally different statement than I'm going to do a TikTok video every day.
So, but what's cool is we'll keep track of what's going on. We'll report the results, and we'll be on this journey and ride together. So there you have it.
There you have it. So Brian, let's go ahead and do this together. So number one is I'm going to give you my.
I've already got my first follower, by the way. If you see in the comments below.
Okay, TikTok.com/Tellman Knudson.
Oh, my phone is.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'll be your first follower, Brian.
I'll have to add the app. I don't even have the app on my phone. That's how anti TikTok I am. I'm not even a consumer.
I didn't realize you could do TikTok without the app.
Well, once in a while, my friends will send me a link, and if I pull up on the web, I can at least watch like one thing. But then I think they tried to really push you to download the app.
Who will win the coveted MVP?
Oh no!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That gives me an idea, Brian.
Okay. Uh-oh. This is always dangerous, folks, whenever Tellman has an idea.
So do you know this guy on TikTok? I follow him. Joe Lavery told me about him. But he does he has a cheetah puppet. And it's like a cheetah, like either a puppet or a stuffed animal, and he sings songs and raps and has crazy things happen in his apartment, and it's like a dialogue back and forth between the cheetah puppet and him, and he's this goofball, but it's very funny. And just at the very moment where I was like, oh yeah, I was like, oh, I just made the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah, again. And the Kool-Aid Man is sitting right here. I got Kool-Aid Man, plushie for Christmas from my daughter. And it made me, and at the same time as you told me you didn't even have the TikTok app on your phone, it made me realize that it'd be pretty easy to write like a 60-second script and just have the Kool-Aid Man be on camera for a TikTok video and create a whole TikTok channel just for the Kool-Aid Man. Now, that would absolutely be trademark infringement if I ever got it big enough for anyone to notice and I was selling anything or whatever. That I don't advise that anyone else do this. I may do it or I may not. I don't know. But I don't advise that you take a trademarked mascot and create a TikTok channel with it. The inspiration, however, is that 60 seconds really isn't that long. And I'm realizing that 15 seconds or 30 seconds is even shorter to begin creating a mascot following on TikTok with a voiceover and the stuffed animal as a puppet. So if you want, I'm realizing that TikTok might be the perfect place to birth, other than just email, to birth new mascots because of the 15-second short form video clips. See what I'm saying?
I do.
Because you can create content in 15 seconds. So chew on that for a little while.
All right. So
You still chewing?
I'm chewing.
Yeah, Brian, what's your TikTok so we can have people follow you?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if I have an account on there yet. I'm going to have to do a little research, see if I even have an account.
Oh, that's
Maybe I
how
should
many
make a new
TikTok
one.
videos you've done. Okay, okay. Well, I expect to see a post in the Facebook group later today with a link to your TikTok.
Perfect.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I'll just go do it. Everyone post, and I'll have everyone put their links to their TikToks in the comments, and it'll blow up. I bet.
Oh, good idea.
TikTok Tuesday, baby.
TikTok Tuesday. Oh, that could be. We got free promo Friday. TikTok Tuesday. It's happening, folks, and you are a witness. You are a witness to history in the making.
We could have Publicity Friday. Wait, that's not a day of the week. All right, cool. All right, everybody. I think we're good for the day. I think we're good. The encouragement here is consider starting TikTok. Consider doing some short form videos and just jump in and do it. Right. The number one reason people don't do this is because they're embarrassed. They're afraid of looking dumb. Afraid of public speaking. Get over it, dude. Just jump in. Try it. You can always delete your TikTok later. Not that big a deal. Right. Highly encouraged. By the way, guys, if you're new to TikTok, which I am, Brian is, word on the street is that you have to get 1,000 followers before you can put a live link in your TikTok, and you have to get 1,000 followers before you can live stream on TikTok. So if you have certain features that it seems like other people have that you don't have, it's because you don't have 1,000 followers yet. Your number one goal is to get to 1,000 followers. So if you have other platforms where people are following you, then I highly encourage you to create some content and a link back to your TikTok to speed that up, process up big time. So with that said, got any more words of wisdom for the internets today, Brian?
Get off the internet and go build your list.
On the internet.
On the internet.
Nice. Genius. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.